Stone. That's what you wanted, right?
Nick, you whip that form, nigga.
Little do they know I got the pesos. Yeah. Little do they know I got to say so. Yeah. Little do they know I give a fuck about a trick. Little do they know I came from nothing to rich. I hear them screaming, run, 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 run. I can see you watching, nigga. Little do they know I got that sound. Little do they know I run the town. Yeah. Judge a man by the look in his eyes when you see him, man. You can lose that bread, don't lose that love. Don't lose it, no. Strong will won't bend nor fall. Little nigga, but I will stand tall. Bricks on my back like a laborer. I'll serve it up like a caterer. We all about loving you hating us. Bread's hard and they don't know. Red bone, she won't go. Bet she leave when the bread go. I remember waking up at night, thinking where mama at. Grabbing Bobo out the bed, looking for her in the dark night. Man, the shit that I seen, I don't wish on nobody, but believe it may be stronger.
They take down the fidget spinner emoji?
Yeah, it seems like people have been sad about that for a few weeks.
Well, I mean, it aged bad.
Yeah, we got sued.
Yeah, also, you guys don't understand, like, it might be fucking look like we're a chaotic and it's easy up here, but I'll tell you what, the lawsuits keep coming, and guess who's fighting them? Voila, Trippy and Random, okay? Name 2 other guys that are trippier and randomer than us, and that deal with more lawsuits than us. I've literally used Turner's in-company offer of getting a free scholarship to go to law school just to fight off these lawsuits.
Yeah, Cam Esquire.
So,
well, it's
Jordy's. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Tell him what Jordy's doing.
Jordy's on the computer today, so if it sucks,
wasn't I on the computer, or was it 2 weeks ago?
That was when it was just that was like 2 weeks ago.
Right.
So the background is controlled by Jordy. So it'll be like keywords. Like if you say like, let's try something. If I say like, man, like when Bret the Hitman Hart did this, maybe Jordy would find Bret the Hitman Hart.
Did you just? How did you?
Oh, you're making her do that too?
I'm just saying at her discretion. I'm just saying for example of how we can like freely move and like reference stuff.
If I said,
pull up the old picture of Bret Hart.
Val Kilmer looking like a snack.
That's a good one. What's up with Val Kilmer?
Snacked out.
Still? How old is he?
I like Kilmar.
I think he's in rough shape.
Yeah.
Do you see one? Oh,
he did
maybe with that pink scarf on.
He aged.
But I think he's got
out of
some...
nowhere.
Damn.
I think.
I
He
forgot he
might have
got
been
chubby.
sick. It's not
He might
that.
be sick.
I think
he did a one-man show where he was Mark Twain.
He looks like Mark Twain. At least the
This is
drawings
like
I've seen.
danger.
Do you guys know what Mark Twain looks like? If you
Yeah.
give me a pop
Big old
quiz.
mustache.
I be reading, man.
But you don't read pictures of him.
I didn't.
You read his books.
I
that
know,
he's
but
not in.
I've seen drawings
Samuel
of him.
Clemens?
Bro, my style looked like Huck Finn though. That's what I look. That's what I admire. When I jump into APC.
I don't like how now Google, like the images are on like the right hand side. Is there any way to move that? I liked it when it was in the center.
Oh, that's weird. I've never seen that yet.
Yeah, it just started happening.
That looks better. That
Every
looks
time
cleaner.
they've made a change at Google image search, it's
That
for
looks
the worst.
cleaner to me.
Right.
What does?
And I'm a Google image
I'm just
searcher.
used to it, coming.
Oh yeah, I guess
from the
I've seen Mark
center.
Twain.
All right,
What is that? Einstein.
We'll see.
I think
So we're trying Jordy out on the sticks. On the sticks.
On the ones and twos.
But we got some big idea.
We've had a big idea. We've had some weeks to think about it. We're gonna call up the skeleton landlord dudes. Their names are, I keep forgetting it, and they're just very. Doug and Sam.
We'll call them Skeleton and Landlord. This was what? When did we first see Skeleton Landlord?
It's like 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago. We were blown away. As I think some of you were. Here it goes. Look at Joy. We're
gonna run the clip.
All right, run some.
Yeah, here we go!
Look at those bones go!
Yeah! Wow!
Next one's mine!
Wow! I'm gonna be next.
Oh, hell yeah! Who is it?
Hey, it's me, Mr. Skeleton.
Oh, come in, Mark. I was just rocking out with my boys, sweating it out, really busting a nut on stage.
Busting a nut? Sir, I think you mean breaking a sweat.
Yeah, baby, busting a nut. You know, slipping and sliding on those wet white ropes, tossing ropes on my fans. I'm just kidding, Mark. I was playing my Rocker Hero game on the computer. Now, what did you need to see me for?
I think we get it. They saw it. If not, go back in time and rewatch. But it's also on YouTube, so there it is. But should we get them on the phone?
Let's call them up.
Let's phone them. When's the last time you phoned somebody?
This is the first call at Dial Out, right?
It's like we're making history.
We've tried many times.
This is a historic moment, everybody.
We'll just leave a
There's, like,
voice.
not gonna pick up.
Take a screen grab of your desktop now so you can remember. Watch, they won't answer.
Damn.
Who's this number?
Hello.
Hey, is this
Hey, how's it
Skeleton
going?
and Landlord? Are they both on the phone?
That's us, both here. What's up?
Hey, what's up, guys? It's
Hey.
development meeting.
It's development and meeting.
Yes.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling us up.
Thanks for getting on the phone today. We were talking. We were thinking like, hey, we like this thing. What do you think about us giving you some money for it and putting it? What do you think, Walter? Putting it online? I mean, we got to figure this out right now.
I like it a lot. Like, I think you guys have a really good main character, and it's a cool setup. Like, apartment building is pretty simple. I don't know why it reminds me of. Everyone's too young to remember Three's Company, but it reminds me a little bit of Three's Company.
Not Eric.
I think maybe we should have them write another episode. Like,
Oh man. Yeah.
should we just
Yeah, we've got
pay them to write
we
it?
wrote,
I'm not mad at
yeah,
that.
we wrote
Go for it.
we wrote like before this one, we wrote 5 other ones, and we chose this one as we actually produced 5 minutes of a one we just canned, and this was the one we chose. So we've got our brains open wide for. We're ready to go.
Yeah,
we're ready to hit the ground
What do you
running.
think about that?
What do you? I mean, what you think we should? I think we can do better than a script. I mean, what are you thinking, Walt? New?
That's I was thinking script.
Well, what about if we put it on TV and like pay you, I don't know, like that's $5,000 to put it on TV and edit it down to 11 minutes and 15.
What is it, 13? I'm not mad at that. It's 13 something. Our run time for everyone out there on quarter hours is generally about 11 minutes and 15 seconds. So could you cut like 2 minutes out of this thing?
If we paid you and like gave you our sound library, because I remember Eric said something about
We'd
the
have
music.
to replace some of
like,
the music, but we could air it at like 4 a.m.
Yeah. Well, yeah, for sure. There is that one scene where Mark, the maintenance man, gets undressed for about 3 minutes. So yeah, we could cut that down.
Never
easily.
cut that scene.
I like that scene.
That's so good.
We could figure it out.
We'll talk.
Like if you shorten that, it would.
I think just while we're talking notes, like I think we've all agreed kind of here that the second half starts to drag a little bit. So if there's a way to take it out of there, I mean, look, this is in the future, but but we're just trying to figure out like, would you be down? I guess if we're
gonna put it on TV at 4 a.m. Where we do, I don't know if you guys seen our 4 a.m. stuff. That's where Too Many Cooks comes from. Angry Unedited footage of a bear. We should buy it. We should buy it in $10,000. Buy Skeleton Landlord and give them a script to write another episode of it.
So I'm down with that.
I mean, I'm in love with that idea. I'm ready to sign on the dotted line. It sounds like the number went up there, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Me and Doug are shaking hands right now.
Well, we like the cut of your jib, number one.
So
thank you.
And we also the bag boys.
Yeah, you guys.
So it's like,
you guys are now bag boys.
and we want to be fair. I feel like that's a fair offer for what you've done.
Well, look. Look. You don't have to. This is on you. We'll obviously like have our legal team reach out, but I think what we're thinking is $10,000 to pay you to edit it, put it on at 4 a.m., and give us a script.
A script for a new episode. So if you guys are into it, we'll have our people reach out. we'll have our business affairs, as they call them, reach out to you guys, or if you guys got an attorney
if you
or
have
something.
a business affairs team too.
And we can get this going. But this is a development meeting first.
It's true.
Yeah.
We're extremely excited. I mean, I'm very stoked that you guys are offering this, and I mean, we're down. We're down.
We're still shaking hands, and we're very excited, and thumbs up all the way.
God damn, you're like Dora today because you got the bag on you. You know what I mean?
Damn. All right.
Does Dora run around with a bag?
Yeah,
It's a talking
backpack.
And I just have to make it clear that whatever you do not shorten this undressing scene.
Yeah, I'm
that's
with
on screen
Eric.
now.
We
So good.
It was the second half where we got. So I think if you're pulling the 2 minutes out, it should probably be there. But the story's got to work. We can talk about it. You know, we can give ideas. If the chat's got ideas, you should go watch Skeleton Landlord and figure out where we can take. This is one of the toughest parts of development is when you have something you like and you still got to pull 2-3 minutes out of it. It's not easy.
Kill your darlings.
Right, yeah. No, yeah, we're prepared to. If you got any notes, we'd love to hear them.
All right.
Yeah,
we'll reach out.
We'll think about it. I mean, we'll talk, but I guess just for the show, we wanted to do the biz over here. But thanks for calling,
I love
guys.
it. I love this process.
Hey, 10 G's.
I think it's pretty cool. Wonderful. But
that's way more than the 500.
Remember, everybody,
10,500 now.
Yeah,
these guys spent a year making this.
That was
This was not. This is no easy money.
For us to port this to television, they spent a year. It's a quality thing. It's got a really original voice, a character we just kind of fell in love with, honestly, and that's how it happened.
Oh man, thank you. I love to hear that. Thank you.
One thing, can we throw this into the deal? I think some of the fans want to hear the skeleton voice on the phone for one more time.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, what should I say?
Let's hear some trademark lines like.
Say something about the ropes, and the coming.
Okay,
That's always fun.
It's just what Cam wants.
No, Mark, I'm just shooting ropes at my fans, slipping and sliding on those wet white robes.
Hey, can we get like a development meeting tag that maybe Eric can rip if we do it
that's a good
clean?
idea.
Can you say something about development meeting?
Yeah.
Tune in to Development Meeting, 8 p.m. on Thursdays, Eastern Time.
There it is.
Say something more Yeah, say something more catchphrasey though that makes it like that something from the show.
Oh man, give the bag give the big bag, baby.
Tune on in and get that big old bag and shoot those wet white ropes on AdultSwim.com. Development Meeting, baby.
Perfect.
All right, we'll reach out to you guys. We gotta try to. I mean, again, it's gonna be downhill from here, but we'll try to get through the rest of the show.
I know. We're so
Oh, yeah.
excited.
Well, I think
Cool.
my
Thanks,
neighbors
guys.
just called the police.
Let's give someone else a shot to win 10 G's.
I don't know if it's win.
Thank you for calling,
Yeah,
boys.
it's fine.
All right, we'll talk to you guys later. Peace.
All right, bye-bye.
How did you get to YouTube? I don't think. Are we on YouTube today?
That show's amazing.
I don't think we are.
We are on YouTube. Yeah. I got the alert.
Oh,
All right,
nice.
you guys know what it is. Let's put the board up. Let's get back to regularly scheduled, regular schmegular. What does Cardi B call them? The shmoney? No, that's from Bobby Shmurda. She kind of lifted that.
You're very articulate.
Damn, you're going off with these.
I'm not going to stop, Cam.
I understand.
I see it irks you
He's got new
sometimes,
ones,
but I'm
too.
not going to stop.
Okay, let's take a call. Who's ready? Now that you know that there's real
potential
biz.
to get on TV and make money.
Yes.
Shmoney is what we all call
You
it
go
here.
from YouTube to
Duke. And then you run away with some shmoney.
I was trying like YouTube. Then I was like, it's really that you might as well just be on YouTube. What the fuck? It's TV. You're on YouTube. You're on my TV.
You're also on AdultSwim.com.
Caller.
Streams.
There it is.
It's important.
Whoa.
Damn, I like that you're in a war zone.
I know you heard that siren.
Yeah.
What
Are
did
you getting
do?
arrested?
No, I'm just living in the ghetto, it seems.
Hey.
Okay.
Where are you from? Or where do you stay?
Florida, St. Petersburg, Florida.
What part of Florida is that? That's north or south?
North, something like that. It's around the Tampa Bay area.
You know Kodak Black?
I've just posted my doc. It's under Ivan.
Ah, yes.
Jordy's got you.
Look at Jordy's on it.
No, I wasn't. For a second, I was like, oh,
I
yes,
know you weren't.
This is also me.
So I'm pitching a animated series called Jake the Rabbit from Space. It's about a rabbit who's a game show host that crash lands on Earth and goes to battle with the president of the world. And Jake is a little bit of Nicolas Cage, Robin Hood, Buckaroo Banzai, and conspiracy theorist all in one. And the president of the world is let's see, he controls the cartoon shows and like cereal boxes and candies that have little cartoons on them, because those are all aliens. Like you go to the zoo and those are all aliens too. All the animals are aliens. So Jake is here to free them, sort of, but he's kind of wanted by the secret government. So he's usually on the run. So I'll give you a little bit. He sends sandwich at his game show is in space. He sends sandwiches to
sorry,
Earth.
those you've written how many?
I'm on your
This
website, and I see that
Yeah.
there's some comic issues.
Yeah. There's a graphic novel. It's just 12 of them.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
And so
So,
this
been
follows
working
the
on-
same
storyline.
storyline?
It has. I'm giving you kind of a little bit more of like a TV show type of stuff.
Mhm.
But the element, it's pretty much all in the comics. It's not all of it, but I'm kind of giving you a little bit more of the show stuff, because some of the comics won't transition to.
You
And
want
you
to take
made
us
these
through?
comics? Are these you?
Yeah.
I didn't draw them, but I wrote the story, and those are my characters. So I'm not the artist, but I'm the creator of it.
Oh, so you pulled.
No, I think you commissioned.
These
Yeah, commissioned
Yeah.
art. Yeah, correct.
Got it. Okay.
Yep. So I'm working on about 2 years.
Do you want to take us through, like, you have an episode idea that you want to just like
Yeah.
quickly walk us through?
Yeah, well, just now this isn't in the comics. Now there is a little bit in the comics, but not too much. But just give you a little bit of basically, Jake is kind of wanted around the world. He's doing a game show on a planet called like Planet Strawberry or something like. Then he comes to find out it's Planet X. So he's kind of got, he doesn't know that. So it's kind of being, being set up. So he's doing a regular game show. He's going to send a sandwich to Earth, and gets taken over by sandwich aliens, because they're all pissed off at him because he sent sandwich aliens to Earth, and then of course they got eaten on Earth. You're not supposed to tell them that you're a sandwich. Basically the alien sandwiches, there's Mr. Potato Chips, that's like the leader, and he's kind of like a Jeff Bezos type. So on Earth, so they kind of like in disguise as humans, just to give you and like I have a little bit basically like a sandwich shop is like, they create a sandwich, and they're really horrified. We create this hybrid alien if somebody eats it. And it's like they don't, so the aliens go there, and the aliens go there and kick everybody's ass and shut down the shop so they can make it hybrid.
Shut down.
I mean, we got to look through the doc.
Yeah.
Seems alright. I don't think
Seems
you're
pretty serialized.
Yeah, I don't think you're blowing us away. But thank you.
Did you just block
Okay.
me from potentially?
Because I was gonna.
To me, that would be very, very, very low on any list.
But the thing is,
Gang,
he's first in, so
I don't think it's
for
that
now.
low.
Nah, he's got the books.
Walter just wanted.
I'm
Walter,
trying to train my brain
you
to
gotta
like
save that one.
be
It's
able
so
to
good.
understand this through him and through Jordy scrolling. I don't really get
my
what's going on.
scrolling was fine.
I have still a hard time understanding the art that he was referencing. Those books on Amazon.
Those are his books. He wrote the
Okay,
books
so
and
he
had an
did
artist
write
draw
those.
them.
Okay.
He did
I
write
knew
those
that
books.
from
Got
the
it.
second. Yeah.
Okay.
And so, I think they're the source material.
Anyway, let's take another call.
Hey,
Hey, what's up, guys?
what's on your mind right now?
Pitching my show.
You got money on your
Man's
mind?
is focused.
Is it for the
First off,
money or for the love?
That's a good
For
question.
the love. And also, I want to tell you guys, about a year and a half ago, I was on this show, and you guys asked me who the best-looking Migos was, and I got it wrong, and I still think about it to this day.
Who
You got
did
it wrong.
Wait a minute, who did you say then?
Originally.
I said Quavo.
And now who would you say now?
I don't know. Offset. I don't know, man.
That's why
This- that
I
was
said
the-
Offset.
yeah,
you
that
said
was-
you two said Quavo.
I still think Quavo's
Yeah,
the best looking
I don't
Migo.
know.
I'm not gonna switch my answer
Offset's
because of
marriage
hotness.
isn't. Yeah.
Also-
Because a guy did a song called Clout and married to Cardi B.
Hey,
Yeah.
Quavo dates Sweetie. So they probably do some music.
Don't call her
Yeah,
that.
she's hot.
It's Saweetie.
Who?
Whatever.
Well, all right.
All right. But so I think we can all, I guess, confirm that Takeoff is the least looking one. I think that's what we're all saying, right?
I'm not saying.
Damn.
What are you saying, Jordy?
I just don't want to start any.
You said earlier you got
internet
left
battles.
off Bad and Bougie.
Wait, you mean I left off of that and Bougie?
You got what?
What
What?
did you post a link in the chat?
Yeah, I posted a link.
What's your
as a-
username?
The talentless writer.
Okay, so
All
it's
right.
a YouTube
Who's
video.
the best looking member of
Should I
REM?
Should I start?
Jordy, Google the,
I know I
the lead
am. I already
members of
knew I
REM.
had to
The guy with the
Google
monobrow.
REM.
It has to be Michael Stipe, right? Because he's front man.
Which, like this photo?
Man, those guys are.
Do you want a
Monobrow
younger?
left the band.
Is this also? Are they the same people? This
He's
younger?
monobrow.
Or is this a different?
I mean, you have to say Michael Stipe because
Second
they-
row, first image. Get that one. That's
Michael
the full-
Stipe with or without hair.
Look at him with the hair. Look at that poodle cut.
Damn, they were kind of cool, like early stages, right? Just
Yeah,
based
they
on
were just
they hit the
low-key
grunge
indie rock.
scene. Dudes call them indie rock.
Oh, their early shit, I would say. It was like proto indie rock.
Did you say predo?
Proto.
Prego.
They were
Prego.
proto indie rock.
Prego indie rock.
Before anyone was calling
That's
it
when
indie
you're about
rock.
to birth.
They
Are
were
these
indie
all the
though.
same? These are all the same four guys.
They were on a major.
Okay,
Yeah,
I see
same
the
guys.
hair. Yeah.
All right.
Hair.
All right.
So you don't have an answer, Clark?
But
All
we
right, we'll hear your
digress.
pitch though.
Huh? I don't know
See,
who
you lulled
REM
him
is,
to
to be
sleep.
honest.
No worries.
They sang a song that went, "Oh, stand in the place that you live." Wow, that song's so shitty. All right.
Okay, so you have a 4-minute clip. Where would you like
Yeah.
us to start?
The beginning's fine.
Okay. We're gonna play it now.
Awesome.
Hey, Pete. What is it, Doug? What do you want from me? Can't you see that I'm clearly working here on important case meetings and files for important clients who mean a lot to us and respect our work? Can't you see that, Doug? Yes, I do see that, Pete, our top lawyer. I see that you're doing very important legal work, but we have to make the video for the firm. Don't you remember? Do you mean the commercial, Doug? Yeah, I mean the commercial. What else did I fucking mean? I mean, yes, I do. So get to it, Pete. Well, I will get to it because this is the commercial. Hello, TV world. My name is Pete, and I'm Doug, and together we run Doug and Pete's law firm, the greatest law firm in the entire world. Have you slipped off your feet and fallen to the ground? Have you ever hit another car with your own car? Have you ever stabbed a man and left him to die on the cold, hard sidewalk and thought to yourself, oh no? Oh no, what have I done? What have I done? I just took another man's life with this weapon, this knife. Me, I did it. I killed him. I removed the soul from another sentient being, and their body is now nothing more than a lifeless corpse laying on the fucking ground like a rag doll, waiting to be swept by the wind and thrown into its grave. What have I done? Well, look no further than Doug and Pete's law firm. We've helped thousands of clients get the justice and the money that they deserve. And that's not all. No, I think that is all. Yeah, I think you're right. That is all. But that's what lawyers say because we are real and qualified lawyers that you can hire, and we will do lawyer stuff for you because that is our job and our profession. So if you think you have a case, just give us a call or just walk in and tell us what legal problem you are facing, and we'll take care of it just like we have with all our other clients. But don't just take our word for it. Here are some customer testimonials.
When I was walking home from work on a cold winter day, I slipped and fell on the sidewalk and broke both my femurs. I didn't know what a femur was and I thought I was going to die. But with the help of Doug and Pete I was able to get $2 million and buy 3 McDonald's franchise locations, which over the course of 3 years turned that original $2 million into $2.1 million. Thanks Doug and Pete.
All right. The judge had enough.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
She banged the gavel.
No, didn't really.
Okay, we gotta. Thank you. Yeah.
All right.
I like
So
the
take
voice.
us through it. Like, who are these characters, and why do we need to watch the show?
All right, so Doug and Pete, they both run a failing law firm together, and every episode pretty much is them trying to make more money because they're not really making money from doing law. So some things they do is like they try to sell off their only lawyer, John, and they try to sell him instead of trying to practice law because they think they'll make more money from that. Or they try to sell like coffee creamer because he loves coffee creamer and he's just trying to do whatever he can to make money. They go on a game show for lawyers, stuff like that.
All right.
Look, first of all, I like how kind of direct the premise is. It kind of gets you right into it. I like the dialogue. It's pretty snappy. I wish I was laughing a little harder. You know what I mean?
Sorry.
I wish I was laughing a little harder, but that's everything. Only when do I not want to laugh harder? Very few. When I see Cam at the Comedy Store, that's pretty much I don't want to laugh any harder. That's as hard as I'm laughing.
Cam's type 5.
I was gonna say the hardest I've seen Walter laugh is when he used to watch that Titus Andronicus sitcom. I remember we were running
Titus? The show
yeah.
Is that you knew Titus's last name? I was like, is he talking about the show Titus? I've never heard that guy's last name.
That's not his last name.
This is the hardest I laughed. First of all.
Andronicus. Titus and
is that his real last name?
Fact check it.
Why do I know that?
I was looking on my phone.
Is
it not?
Ragtag crew of
that's
fucking
like
miscreants. Ragtag crew of miscreants. Jordy's just
he
Googling
goes
it
by
to
that in the
himself.
show.
How did you know
No,
that?
he goes by Andromedon.
Oh,
Thank you.
All right.
Not that I knew that either, but how the fuck did you even come close to
I'm not gonna argue with you guys.
Are you a big Titus guy?
I've known to be a little bit of a
tight
Titus
ass?
head.
You a big Titus ass guy?
Where? Oh.
Is this person still on the
played
phone?
by Burgess.
Andromedon.
Burgess.
That's not.
Oh my
not
god!
it.
That's not what he's talking about.
Who are you?
No, it's
It's
old
not
as hell.
it.
What are you talking about? The
There's
guy's
a sitcom
name.
called
Just
Titus.
Yeah.
Type in Titus sitcom.
Different show, Jody. This is before your
But
time.
do you see?
Do you see how I'm googling? Yeah.
But do you see how
like
I'm like
ass.
getting?
You
Alright.
To,
typed it in
oh
all
my
caps.
god!
It's
him?
not
See, Titus.
What's his last
Oh my
name?
God.
Titus.
Christopher. His name's Christopher.
Yeah,
in
Christopher
the show.
Titus.
In the show,
This is fucking nuts.
In the show, what?
what does he go by in the show?
I don't know.
With this, well. Anyway, what do we think about his pitch?
Yeah.
I asked the question, why do we need to see this? It's a question I like to ask a lot because listen, like not everything needs to be made. Like there's a lot of shit. So I guess like it's a question for you, like what makes this thing stand out? Why does Adult Swim need to put this on the air?
I mean, I think it's just it's not serialized. It's episodic. There is like some storyline that goes along, but I feel like it's something that you can just watch at night. You don't have to have known anything about it. You can just watch it and understand that these people are just trying to make money. And I feel like that's a relatable thing. Just people trying to make money because what they're doing isn't working out.
Okay.
All right. We'll put you on you're on the board. Was it number 2?
Yeah.
All right.
Behind the rabbit thing?
Yeah.
You sure?
I think the rabbit thing is
Really?
Why did that sound
I don't know.
so
I thought
scared?
this was better than the rabbit.
Behind the rabbit.
Oh,
that
maybe
was
it
just
was.
belief.
What do you think? Maybe it should be in front of
I
rabbit.
mean,
He's not
I
wrong.
that had more comedy.
All right,
than
yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, in front of her. You're right. You're right.
I'm right, everybody.
Are you sure?
I would be lying to you if I told you I had a magical answer.
So
Damn, I like how the show got political.
I always forget what
We're gonna have all of your favorite political
you're
pundit
forcing that
soundbites.
one. That's a good one.
I would be lying.
No, don't
to
do it
you
again.
This was
Right.
the special.
I
that
told
you're-
you I had a magical answer.
I love how
Amerigeddon. Is that what you're remembering?
His name is Christopher Titus in the show.
I understand.
We
Yes.
saw it. Oh, America. Oh,
Is
maybe
that
So
his
maybe
stand-up
that's
special?
because it does say
Cam
Titus.
is crazy. His name is Christopher
Ameriget.
Titus.
So
in
I
the
was
show,
like,
he's Christopher Titus.
Yes.
There's
And then there's a
Maybe I'm talking about the
Titus Burgess?
YouPorn version of. They did a Titus version on that where
per-
Brian Pumper played Titus Andronicus. And
This
they
is the longest Titus sidebar in the history of streaming
I don't
television.
know anything about it. I just know that Walter used to just get fucking juiced. Let's do a call. Damn. Hey, caller.
Hey, this is Nick.
Hey, Nick.
You happy about
How's
your
it
own
going?
name?
He should be.
You guys like shoot down anybody with energy in here. Let him live. What's up,
How
Nick?
are you guys? So I have a pitch for you.
awesome. Do you have anything that you would like to put in the
good.
chat?
Yeah, should I go ahead and throw the pitch deck in the chat?
Yeah, that's perfect.
I would like to see
Okay.
it.
Are you
just
Nick
put it in there.
Chilson?
Nick Chilson, that's me.
Hey,
that's the last name we need.
this boy.
So I see that there is a
chillin'.
YouTube link. Should we watch that before we even get into this deck, or how do you want to do it?
Yeah, you might as well check out the pilot. That's probably the best representation of the show.
And should we go to the beginning? Or start from the beginning?
Yeah, start from the beginning.
Okay.
just watch tomorrow, Brian. You watch me on that field and I'll show you. I'll show everyone. I'm gonna be the one to take the king. Me, Steve.
Yeah, that's a bender.
Steve, you're my best friend and I love you, but
sword
goddamn are you stupid. You're not gonna take the king, I'm not gonna take the king. We'll be lucky to just stay alive. You just stick with me, lay low, and maybe we won't get killed.
What's that, pawn? Planning on laying low tomorrow?
No, I was just... I didn't
Serve
mean...
your king. Do your duty. Or else.
Sir, yes, sir.
What's your name, pawn?
Steve, sir. And might I just say, I love the way you move. So versatile, so unpredictable, attacking from every direction. Maybe if I train hard enough, I'll be able to move like that one day too.
You'll never move like me, pawn. You're too slow, too limited. Know your place.
Sir, yes, sir. Oh boy, those guys are so great.
Do you guys want to see more?
Stopped it at 114.
I feel like that's the end of a scene. Like I feel like we got 2 scenes.
All right.
Unless you would like to watch.
So what is this about?
So this is about chess, I mean, obviously, but more so it's about the relationship between these two pawns who are going into this chess match together as best friends. One of them has delusions of grandeur. One of them just wants to stay alive. And it's about that tension throughout the chess match as they sort of learn what's really, at stake here in this battle. And it's full of dramatic battlefield moments and high-octane cartoon violence. And it's just all about the relationship between these two characters.
So this is chess, not checkers.
Chess, not checkers. Yeah.
I mean, my first thing is, we watched like a minute of it, but you're saying it gets into the fights and everything. I guess we probably need to see. And these storylines are battle driven or like aside.
Yeah, it's mostly about the story and the dynamic between the different pieces. If you look at the deck, you can see I have a brief description of each of the characters and the different pieces and their role in the story. And it's about how these pawns are sort of taken advantage of, and it's assumed that they're just going to go out and die. And it's about their gradual realization that they can, they have a right to self-determination like any other piece. And they sort of like gradually over the course of the show start to seize power for themselves and determine their own destinies as opposed to just being sent out on pawn sacrifice after pawn sacrifice. And
You're very
it's really about power and violence. More than anything else.
And like, what's their end game? Is it just to fuck the king up?
No. So the end game is that Steve. They get to the in the final episode. Steve is in this position where he can sacrifice himself so that his side will win. And Brian, his friend, says to him, "Listen, Steve, you don't have to do this." And Steve says, "Listen, if I can die so that you might live, that's about the best death a pawn could ever ask for." And so it's this emotionally charged moment where Steve goes out into the battlefield and dies. And then it's, in my mind, it'd be like the end of Killing in the Name by Rage Against the Machine, that part where it's like, "Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me,"
or like
crescendoing.
Yeah, the other one is like, "Shut up when you're talking to me. Shut up."
Yeah, exactly.
Or like, "Give me something to break."
Yeah. All three of those are good.
Hell yeah. And it's about Brian killing his own king in the end, as opposed to the opposing king. He's like, "Fuck you. You're putting me and my friends to death. Fuck you. I won't do what you tell me." And he throws down a sword and walks off the battlefield. And that's the final episode.
Look, I'm not mad at the vibes. I'm not mad at the vibes of the show. I do wonder if it's like a full series. It feels like these could be 2-minute episodes.
It just feels like it could be one story.
Yeah.
That's just resolved in a matter of minutes. I think you got to build out the TV version of it where it's like, what are we doing day to day? Is it the soapy Game of Thrones politics that we're into, the antics, if you will, the positions of power
Jon Snow's
at
a
play. Walter thinks
Yeah,
Jon Snow's a whack
absolutely.
character, but I feel like this one feels like kind of thin for a series.
Gotcha. Yeah, to be perfectly honest, I've only envisioned it in one season. After the first chess match where the, pawn kills his own king, I'm not sure where it would go from there. But I think the first season, at least, is pretty fleshed out in my mind.
All right, Chilson. We'll check it out. We'll put you on the board.
You're done.
Do you play? Are you a big chess player,
or are you just a regular player?
I wouldn't say I have a ton of skill, but I can hold my own. I'm okay.
All right. Yeah. You ever play Risk?
Yeah, of course.
I'll fucking destroy you. Let's go next call.
Ever take a risk in your life?
Just totally demoralizing.
All right, thanks for calling. We'll check out the rest of your short. Peace.
Okay, cool. Thanks, guys.
Run that rage. Fuck you again, trying to tell me.
Where on the board does that fall?
Number three.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Everybody remember, $500 is at stake.
Yeah, there's 500.
Hundo.
We're not even taxing. You're not even getting hit with taxes. This is just straight up.
No. We always respect the government and the taxes.
I don't.
And the tax
fuck
brackets.
the government, dude. I'm anarchy forever, bro. I'm always like beer in the water fountains type guy. What the fuck? You know what I mean? I'm so random. Let's do another call.
I feel like this is getting in my way. I'm like, where do I usually put this?
Caller, do you know who Zach De La Roca is?
I know his cousin.
One second, I gotta go. Sorry. Hello?
Damn.
Sorry.
Why they talking?
I thought you were hanging up on
Who were you talking to?
I was on the phone with someone else. My bad.
What were y'all talking about?
I was actually planning.
You
I was actually planning a ghost hunt for tomorrow night.
Oh shit!
I'm a paranormal investigator.
Like
yeah.
a real ghost hunt?
Yeah.
Damn, I'm already into this. How'd you get into that?
So basically, I knew that ghosts were real, and everybody thinks that ghosts aren't real. So I decided that, you know what, this country needs a TV show where we can prove that ghosts are real. So that's what I set out to do. I started my own paranormal investigation team called the Scientific Researchers of the Unknown.
Let me ask you a question.
Ever since then.
Have you ever been ghosted?
Yeah. Possibly.
All right, Eric, hang up. I'm just kidding. Don't hang up.
Do you have a link?
Yes, I will post that in the chat right now.
I'm gonna hang up on you for that joke, Cam.
I know. I'm gonna get fucking smacked.
Cut the mic.
I can feel it.
Give him a 1 minute timeout.
What's your username?
You're gonna get your mom to ground you.
Carson.
Yeah, it's that joke.
How did you know that ghosts were real?
Because I've seen them.
What they look
That's
like?
What's up?
What do they look like?
The thing is, you can't see them, but
no, you can't see me.
You can sense
You
them,
can see me.
and you can, if you have the proper technology, you can detect them whenever you want.
And you have this or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Should we play your trailer, or what do you?
Yeah,
want
go ahead, play whatever you want.
Oh, okay.
Don't tell Jordy.
Yeah,
We'll be
don't
here
tell.
For
Yeah.
an hour.
Sacramento, for over 1,000 generations, Sacramento, California, has been home to more sightings of mysterious phenomena than anywhere else in the world.
What the hell was that?
Now, a hardcore team of elite paranormal investigators is out to solve these mysteries using advanced scientific research methods.
Scientific research, 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 scientific research.
Nothing will stand in their way to find the truth. They are the scientific researchers of the unknown.
They have a phone number.
Damn, you guys are about to get blown up because it's 50,000 people watching this. They're gonna call that number.
So.
Well, we have plenty of agents that will be able to help them out.
All right.
I'm looking at this website. You have this deck. Or no, it's not even really a deck. It's just this first page. Okay, so we're on your website.
Tell us some more about the show.
So, we've gone to a bunch of different places, mainly Sacramento, California. Our first episode, we try to go into the underground of Sacramento because it's actually been built over. There's like an old city that used to be there, but it got flooded all the time. So they built another city on top of it.
We built this city.
We were trying to go into the underground city, but they wouldn't let us. So that's when we first knew that there was something going on, because they were trying to hide something down there.
Who wasn't letting you? Yeah, is it blocked off, or is it a police officer, or what?
No, they do tours down there all the time, but when we told them that we were part of a paranormal investigation team, they told us that we couldn't do it.
Damn.
Do you think it's because of the believability of your Fuck Jerry hoodie?
I'm sorry?
Do you think the Fuck Jerry hoodie was like a turnoff to them to believe you that you were a ghost researcher?
No, I don't think so. I think it's just they're trying to hide the truth. They don't want the public to know about the ghosts that are hidden underneath the city.
But they do tours? Ghost tours, I'm assuming?
No, they don't do ghost tours. They're just normal tours.
So is this a comedy show or is this like, are you doing a bit, or is this like dead ass?
Oh, this is super serious. I've never been more serious about anything in my entire life.
I literally can't tell, so that's probably a good thing. I don't know where your episodes go, or if it's just you just figure it out when you're there.
Yeah, so your podcast, is that the structure you're thinking the show would be?
Well, no, we have a TV show and a podcast. So the TV show is where we go on investigations, and we basically film us finding ghosts and stuff. And the podcast,
there's a Skrillex song called Ghosts and Stuff. Or no, who's the Dead Mouse? Were you inspired by Dead Mouse to pitch this show?
But the podcast is basically where we just interview famous people in the scientific community. Like we interviewed Mark Sargent. He's the creator of the flat Earth theory that everybody is freaking out about.
Right.
There's a movie about him on Netflix. We interviewed a real life vampire, which was pretty crazy.
Do you have that on video?
Yeah, I see there's a YouTube link.
No, it's only on audio. It's the episode 5, Vampire Mythbusters.
Right.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think that we're the best place for this idea?
I don't know. I think if you guys are willing to make a deal on the show, then I would be available for that. But I also am looking into Amazon Prime Video, so there are some competitors right now.
Well, here's the thing: Jeff Bezos is watching this, probably. So if he likes it, it is what it is. We can get in a bidding war. It's whatever.
Yeah, you see how we throw the bag around like
we gave 10,000 out today. What's he doing?
Like cornhole players, you know what I mean? We're not afraid about throwing money. We just gotta. I just want to know what you like. Why? How do you think this would fit here?
I think that this would be a good weekly TV show. That's
for Adult Swim.
Yeah, or maybe Cartoon Network.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't know.
There was already a ghost hunting show on Cartoon Network, for real. The Other Setters.
Yeah, that was one of the big inspirations for this show. Watched that growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But
all right.
Also, I think this could be a good internet show too. Maybe, I don't know.
Well, I guess you'll find out.
Mm-hmm.
Just totally demoralizing.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks for calling.
Does that chart? Here's where we were.
I'm interested. I would chart it.
Yeah.
I'd actually would chart it.
I appreciate how.
How is it any different from any of the ghost shows that are on TV?
Cause you never go off the actual person. I thought their presentation and their confidence and their knowledge of what they were trying to do was good.
They have a Twitter.
And they have a Twitter.
What place does that fall in?
Okay.
Second,
I mean, I don't know.
third?
No, you go for it.
I was gonna put it.
I'm just like
Chess just didn't see. I mean, this doesn't. Neither one of them feel like a fit. So we're splitting hairs here.
Right. Third?
Jordy, what do you think?
Can I see the board again? I'm sorry. I need a visual cue. Yeah, third. That seems fine.
All right. We got 13 minutes.
Did it kick off? Did it kick off chess?
She heard it go.
It sure did.
Now she got scared.
Chess
I don't
got
know
the
if it
leathery boot.
I don't know. Chess is at least animated, and it, I don't know.
Let's not
Both
linger too long.
Yeah,
Let's
no. Just
get another pitch
ignore
on
me.
the air.
Did I see the board again? Sorry.
Did you see that, Jordy?
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
What's up?
Hey, this is Ghetto D&D, y'all. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing, fam?
Good.
What's
Damn,
up?
you hit us with every
Y'all.
East Coast greeting in
Family.
10 seconds.
Yeah, you go. Yeah, exactly, right? Just getting to the end. We're getting towards the end of the show. Hope y'all doing all right.
We say fam bam out here.
No. Nobody says that.
We say fam
A lot of people do.
We say relly. We honestly say relly instead of family. Relly.
We say brethren. That's what we. That's how we do
that
it
sounds
here.
kind of terrifying.
Hey, brethren.
Oh, y'all got
No.
Yo, what's good?
What's up, my brethren?
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I'm taking notes. So with the game, so yeah, I'll just drop my link in the chat. Just doubling back with you guys on my pitch Cthulhu Casual. I called in a few weeks ago. There was some technical difficulties, like I'm speaking now on back on the Blake show.
You're very
so
articulate.
So just drop the link in the chat for that. Yeah, if you guys would jump on 2 minutes for that and got a couple minutes to take a look at our madness in Florida, that would be pretty dope. Brethren.
So okay, so you have
We've already seen
the
this.
show. Yeah, so
is this something new?
Is this
something
new
new? Or is this
or is it?
Well, this is new. I don't think you guys. Well, I say this. I got cut off on the show, so I mean, this was the newest thing I had based on the.
But
the
we
last
have watched
revision,
it before, so.
Yeah, this is from June.
We can't watch the same thing twice.
Well, again, I don't know if you guys saw the deck or like the last 3 minutes that was updated from the last part. So yeah, you guys tell me. I mean, I think it'd be worth it at least to see that and get your guys' feedback. So can we check that out?
Play it. I don't remember.
The last 4 minutes.
Yes, ma'am. You just go to 2, and that's 2.5 minutes. We'll go ahead and knock that out, and I'll drop the deck in.
Okay.
Yeah, you like that, baby. You know, I can do all kinds of shows. Show you all kinds of things.
Keisha, this is inappropriate. We are broken up.
Never together, really.
All I asked about was the puppet show. You know how I feel about the theater.
Yeah, man. Keisha and I volunteered for Puppeteers for Fears to help out with the death of
Hey, see, volunteering, altruism? This sounds unlike you. Have you gone mad, perhaps? A touch of the blight, maybe. I have an ancient Mongolian recipe I stole, or rather borrowed, from Genghis Khan. The best of all the Khans. How fast can you get your hands on 300 horny steeds and 6 unshaven virgins?
Nah, man, it's not like that. My dad just decided this morning it'd be good for me. Character building.
Now listen here, boy. I signed you up to volunteer at that dumbass middle school where that little racial slurring kid died because I work at the
Damn. All right. I kind of remember it. I don't really remember.
Yeah, I don't. Did we give you notes on what to change? I'm trying to remember what our.
No worries.
initial-
Yeah, and the notes were to come back with more for the document, as well as to kind of expand out on the original animation. So I did that. You know, we kind of came in and kind of built out the teams there. We got Carrie Means from Aqua Teen to help us out, as well as a couple other cats. And yeah, so we're building out the show from there. So this was like the last update we had since last we spoke.
Okay. I mean, I think we've got to refresh ourselves with the
Fair.
material. Yeah, I don't really remember, so it's gonna have to be like we're gonna have to hit reset. But
Fair.
yeah,
I would be lying to you if I told you I had a magical
But
answer.
we'll leave it to that reset then. I know we're getting towards the end of the show. I appreciate the opportunity, y'all. So, yeah, I mean, I could email it out to you guys, let you guys take a look.
I think we have this doc. Yeah, no, this is great. Thank you.
Yeah, we got it. We'll check it out. Thanks, man.
Does it chart?
I can't tell. Like, I don't know enough.
I feel like
I don't remember.
We're not like developing the show
Yeah.
with him, so I don't know. If we already looked at it and put it up,
And I think it's already gotten money. I'm pretty sure that when you first pitched
I don't know if it has, but I don't know if it's like
It might
kind
be
of
the
a
pitch
sign
doc
too. It's like,
originally.
look, if we're just talking real, like stuff's got to stick out to us, right? Like we're talking about Skeleton Landlord for 3 weeks. It's like, you know, it's part of the show. Is like, okay, I wasn't gripped the first time enough to go back and check it out. So something to that. Just being honest. I don't know. We'll check it out. Nothing's like in the short was like comedy wise like breaking out to me, but that can all change. But yeah, I think we're at the end here. We could jam one in.
I think we can get one in.
Yeah.
I don't know if it has, but
Hey, caller.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, you got a pitch?
I do. Putting the deck in the chat now. I'm Mr. Tweak in the chat.
Hell yeah.
Tweaking. All right, you got it up.
Cool. You want me to just launch into it?
Yeah, you're on delay, so just
launch.
All right. Well, I'm not going to read each slide to you, but basically it's like I go to movies and every movie wants you to stay past the credits to see like 20 seconds for nothing. So my idea was like to do a one-off where it's the ultimate post-credit sequence where you actually get something for staying past the credits. So the show would start with the last 2 minutes of a slasher movie, the credits would roll, and then it would come right back up, and we would follow that same main character from the movie through the rest of these different TV genres, or movie genres, as the case may be. And it's one plot, it's continuous, so there actually is a story to follow through. Each kind of parody leads into the next one. But yeah, I mean, what do you guys want to know specifically?
I guess
I know we're kind of short on time.
The first question is like, why run the credit? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's like just a cool trick that doesn't really add to the premise. And I think I know what you're going for. Like, it kind of feels like it would fit into our 4 a.m. because we've played with the tropes of like how it is to watch a VHS tape or like fast forwarding through like Todd Rohal did with what was that, Mops, MOPZ. I guess like how are we supposed to be faked out by the credits rolling?
Yeah, I mean the idea is like when I think of those 4 a.m. shows, the ones that I've watched, kind of if you're flipping through, it would trick you into thinking it was something different. So that's the idea behind it. I would say, though, based on the idea I have, you don't have to see the credits to understand the joke. So it's not something that has to be there. It's just kind of the lead-in, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I like the idea, but just turning it into a parody montage, it seems like it could be something more inventive than that.
Yeah,
But
it just
the
feels
setup's
like
good, I think.
It doesn't feel like it plays into the rest of the idea of it. You know what I mean? I think like as long as you tell a really good slasher film, then you don't really need the credit. I guess give us the beats of the narrative.
Okay. Well, it would be the last 2 minutes of the slasher film. So you'd see him chase down the last surviving victim or whatever, and kill them. Then the credits would roll, and then when we come back from the credits, he would be arriving back at his vintage farmhouse in the rain where he would find his long-lost love. That's the first beat that says The Notebook. So we would then follow him through his courtship and marriage, and eventually his wife gets pregnant. An injury that he sustained in the fight with the last survivor would lead him to going to the doctor, which would turn it into a medical drama. He would be put into a coma while a storm front moves in, so that would lead into a disaster movie, as well as There's a slide that says surrealist movie. I figured that would be like the dream sequence, and you could play with animated visuals and kind of surrealist imagery there. When he finally wakes up from his coma and is healed from whatever that injury is, it's the road to recovery. So that's where the sports movie kind of tropes would come in, where he would have some kind of goal set in front of him, and then he would work to achieving that goal. At the finish line, he does a news interview. The interview goes viral and gets him traction in the political arena, where he would then begin running for office, and it would turn into, it would turn into a political drama. So like House of Cards, not to bring up Kevin Spacey, but yeah.
You just did.
Yeah, I know. From there would be a discovery of his past crimes, which would lead into the true crime documentary style stuff or podcasts. From there, it goes to the courtroom. From there, prison movie. Eventually, he would come back home and discover his daughter, who has grown up and has taken over his kind of family business of being a serial killer or slasher killer of her own.
Got it. It's not bad.
I'm not mad.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm not mad at this idea.
I was worried about the whole parody thing.
It
but
was interesting.
I think too, like it almost like it feels like something that we would probably. It feels like too much of something we would do, like as an infomercial. Like people have done versions of this. I think the story you have is more important than the credit stuff. We'll check this out, but I think there is something to this.
Yeah, I like it.
To humilize the serial killer.
It's kind of like
definitely.
I like
I'd
it.
say so. Yeah. So here's where the board stood before this.
I think this deck really tells you get all the beats.
Yeah.
I think that's very clear.
I'm thinking about it for number one. I don't know if anyone else is.
I like it.
I'm not mad at that.
I'm not bad.
I think it was a
Look at that, right under the wire.
constructed
We
doc.
do need to get rolling because the Wonder Closet's up next.
Okay. Yes. Well.
We see the clock.
You like that?
Thanks,
you like
caller.
that promo?
I do. I like your voice. All right, let's distribution time. The bag boys are here. We've already given out 10 rackadoos.
I go 250 to post credits.
All right.
And then what? Split the rest between the two? Jake the Rabbit from Space, Doug and Pete's Law Firm. I'm
Do like
150,
150.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's
So
do it.
150, what'd you say?
No, 125,
125 both?
125.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, congrats to the winners. We're all winners. Some are just taking home a tiny sliver, but hey, guess what?
There it
you didn't get it
is.
today. Next week
Bang, bang,
could
bang,
be
bang.
your day. Next Thursday, and we'll be keeping you updated with Skeleton Landlord shit as we go, obviously, because
You'll see it on the air, hopefully.
see it on the air, but also
next
just
couple
hear it from
months.
us because this is the meeting, baby.
This is the meeting.
All right. Thanks for rocking with us, family, brethren, fam bam,
Oh no, we're going out to Dead Mouse.
cam fam, Walt, homies.
Taking tonight.